You are looking live at delicious carryout on King Street in Alexandria, Virginia, which was to be the site of tonight's Takeout Tonight. But one thing that's not looking live is delicious itself. As you can see, it's dark inside. And looking at the door, it says right there, we're closed temporarily. Sorry for the inconvenience. So I guess it's going to be something else for Takeout tonight, and I'll be right back to tell you what it's going to be or where. All right, a little bit of replanning and just a little bit of driving down the street brings me to Edie's Chicken and Steak, charbroiled rotisserie style, here on Leesburg Pike in the Bailey's Crossroads section of Falls Church, Virginia, right across the street from what we affectionately call the Tron building. And you got Target across the street, used to be Skyline Mall, lots of government buildings and things like that around this area. I was going to give you a little bit of a review of a cheesesteak from Delicious, but instead we're going to check out a sandwich from Edie's Chicken and Steak, a Peruvian restaurant that specializes in rotisserie chicken and other specialties from Peru. Anyway, we'll be right back with Takeout Tonight to tell you more about it and to give you the review. All right, guys, Brandon with you. Thank you for checking out Takeout Tonight. And didn't get what I was looking for, but I might have got something better. I'll be right back to show you what it is and to tell you more about it. TO2N is back with you for Friday night, June 27th, 2014. A can of tuna says you can't poop like that. Alright, well, like I said, sometimes plans don't always go the way that they're supposed to. So I have ended up at Edie's Chicken and Steak, and I did mention that I got a chicken sandwich. Alright, so let's take a look at this bad boy. There's really no name for this chicken sandwich. It's just called a chicken sandwich with cheese, and you can also get it with onions or you can get it without both. That's entirely up to you. So basically what this is two halves of said chicken sandwich, and the chicken is pulled directly from their rotisserie chickens, which are absolutely fantastic. They come in, quarter chicken, half chicken, full chicken for, like $7, $8, $9 for the quarter. I think it's like 10 for the half, and I think they're up to about $15 for a whole chicken nowadays. But man, yeah, this stuff smells fantastic. It's pulled directly from the fresh rotisserie chickens. I don't remember that they gave you a pickle with their sandwiches in the past, but apparently they do, so I'm quite happy about that. A nice dill pickle spear. On this sandwich, you do have the aforementioned cheese. I don't know what kind of cheese that is. It's some sort of white cheese, and it's very, very melty. Underneath that and the chicken, you also have some fresh chopped tomatoes, or actually they're sliced tomatoes, I assume, and some chopped lettuce. Not shredded lettuce, but chopped lettuce, and that's very important because, as you know, I really don't like shredded lettuce. Anyway, you can dress this any way you like. You can put mayonnaise on it, or whatever you like to have on a chicken sandwich. Maybe some hot sauce, like I got the Tapatio here. But what they give you are the same sauces that you get with their rotisserie chicken if you were to get a quarter or a half chicken. And basically, it's their white sauce or their green sauce. And honestly, I don't know which is in either one of them, but they are both very, very good. The white sauce is kind of a creamy sauce, if you hadn't guessed by the fact that it looks like creamy white junk with a little bit of a yellowish tint. You might want to get that checked out if you got that going on. And the green sauce is a green sauce. It's kind of thick, even though it looks sort of runny there. It's got like a thick texture going on, like it's just been blended fresh. I really don't know what it is. I imagine there's tomatillos in here or something like that, because I don't know a lot of other things that you could really grind up or blend up and get this sort of appearance. Maybe I'll ask them one day. That might be a good thing. Maybe they'll tell me. Maybe they won't. Alright, this costs $6.99. Basically, it costs that way whether you get the onion or the cheese or what have you. I also got an order of fried yuca or juca or whatever you want to call it, depending on the way that you pronounce it, which is basically something that looks like large potato wedges, but it's not. It's a member of the same family as cactus, and it's kind of like, you know, a fry on the inside as well, very white and potatoey looking, but it's got a thicker texture, and it smells a lot more earthy than a lot of potatoes, from what I can tell you. And that costs $2.99 for that side of yuca, and that gives you a total of about 10 bucks. $9.98 plus tax comes to $10.58, so not bad for a meal. I was going to spend about $10 on the cheesesteak over at Delicious without fries, so you know, that's a pretty good deal altogether. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and get myself sat down and get behind this sandwich and take a big bite of it and tell you what I think about it. Alright guys, that sandwich just looks scrumptious. All the different accoutrements on it, the fried yucca, everything smells great. You know, not a bad price, $10 for the entire meal. So let's see what we got in this chicken sandwich in terms of taste, in terms of flavor, and in terms of value. Alright, so I'm going to pick up half of it. Quite a messy little experience. I got stuff kind of coming out of it. And the way you can tell that the chicken has literally been picked off of the rotisserie chickens is the fact that you actually still have some of the skin left on, and it appears to be largely white meat, but I do see some dark meat in there as well. Like I said, the thing smells absolutely fantastic. I mean, damn, I'm drooling over here. I'm going to try it without the white sauce and the green sauce first, let you know what I think about that, and then I will add the condiments du jour and let you know even more. Alright, let me take a bite. Okay. Got my trusty napkin here. What I will say about this right off the bat is it definitely needs something. It's got good chicken flavor. The lettuce is nice and crispy still. I like that. I got a little bit of a bite of tomato there, and that was good too. It's just kind of dry, honestly. Even with the nice melty cheese on top, it gives you an overall really dry thing going on. And I definitely got to take a slug of my Jim and Ginger here. In order to wet my mouth a little bit so I can move on with the review. I do like that a lot. If I had to rate it on its own without the sauce at this point though, I wouldn't give it much more than a 3/4 thumbs up because it's just kind of dry, and I can definitely tell I'd be going through quite a bit of beverage as the evening went on. This chicken is juicy in a way, but in a way it's also dry. It's kind of strange. It's hard for me to really explain how it's both at the same time, but it is. I guess because it's white meat, and sometimes white meat can tend to be a little drier. I do see some dark meat hanging out here and here, so maybe I'll try some of that too with the sauce as well. The cheese basically doesn't have a lot of flavor, so it's a very mild cheese. It might even just be like a white American or something like that. Not a ton going on in the flavor profile for that. I am actually, though, like I said, impressed by the lettuce and the tomato. They're both very fresh, juicy tomato and crisp lettuce. The bread is a little disappointing because it's kind of soggy. It's, I believe, like an Italian hoagie roll or something of that nature, and it's, yeah, just a little soggy, a little limp. I think if they toasted it a little bit, that would actually improve things as well. But let me go ahead, take a little bit of the white sauce. Alright. And a little bit of this green sauce. The green sauce a lot more sludgy. Plop, plop. Kind of like pigeon poo. Alright. Now, let me give this blicky a shot. Shall I? I shall. much improvement. That green sauce is off the hook. It's got a real good zip to it, man. Nice little kick in the crotch when you're not expecting it. Wow. Pretty tasty green sauce. The white sauce helps cut that a little bit and bring it back down to earth. They both coat the chicken and work really well with the chicken and give it an even more juicy profile, so it tastes even better. That kicks this up to a 7/8 of a thumbs up, with the bread being the only thing that's pulling it down for being soggy. So yeah, the bread's flavorful, nice, good, white, hearty bread, but just soggy. So it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be 7/8 of a thumbs up with the sauce, 3/4 thumbs up without the sauce. And yeah, that's going to be a hell of a nice sandwich for me to eat. I'm going to eat half of this now, and I'm going to eat half of it later on when I'm watching TV or something like that. Whew, I like that green sauce though. They should bottle that shit and sell it for real. Like outside of the restaurants, or maybe even sell it in the restaurant for you to take home. Let's try out the yuca. Nice big yuca hunk here. Nice and gold and brown. I've already showed it to you close up, so let me go ahead and break it open. Yeah, like I said, it basically looks like a fry on the inside as well. But it's a little more solid than a French fry is. The potato or the white area on the inside is not mushy like it would be on a potato fry. Alright. Actually, I've dipped the white sauce on this end. There's nothing on this end, so I'm going to try the end without the white sauce first. Very thick, sturdy creature this is. It's bland, but it does have mostly an aftertaste, and that aftertaste is a little bit sweet, but mostly not sweet. It's hard to really say exactly how this tastes. I can't compare it specifically to anything else. It really doesn't taste like a potato or a fry. It tastes like yuca to me, because I've had it before. Let's go ahead and try it with the white sauce. Just like the chicken sandwich, with little lubrication, it definitely improves itself. I'm sure it's just fantastic with the green as well. This green sauce is where it's at, guys. Don't sleep on the green sauce. Anyway, yuca by itself is probably about a half of a thumb up. When you start adding sauces and things like that, it definitely gets up into 3/4. I would rather have a nice French fry or maybe even some rice than the yuca on an everyday tip. And they do offer those two options as well to go along with whatever meals that you get. So definitely my third choice, but a choice that I would make once in a while, you know, if I return to this establishment, which I do, because I mean, I've been going there since I started working where I currently work back in 1995. And they used to be in a smaller establishment than what you saw at the beginning. The one that you saw me at today actually used to be at Bob's Big Boy back in the 70s and 80s, and it was also a California Pizza Kitchen and a Cuckoo-Roo before it became Edie's Chicken and Steak, and it's been Edie's Chicken and Steak probably since about 97 or 98 or something like that, close to 2000. And the other location that used to be Edie's, the smaller location, which is near the Toys R Us, actually became a knockoff restaurant that serves exactly the same stuff that Edie's does, except for not quite as good. I like the rice better at Edie's. I like the sauces better at Edie's. And really, I kind of like the chicken, too, better at Edie's. But the other place is a little bit cheaper, so it's a trade-off. Anyway, also congrats to Edie's for finally taking credit cards after like 20 years. That's fantastic. Thanks a lot for that. And that's it. Yeah, so overall grade, if I have to average it out, I would say, you know, like I said, 7/8 thumbs up with sauce, 3/4 thumbs up without sauce for the sandwich. The yuca is a half thumb up by itself, but a 3/4 thumbs up with whatever condiment of your choosing you may like, because it really does bring out the flavor of the condiments. That's it. That's all I got for you today for Takeout Tonight. Thank you for joining us. I hope Delicious is not gone. Thanks to Sam on Twitter. I don't remember your last name. I think it might have been Jones. Anyway, thank you for suggesting that I go back to Delicious, and I'm sorry I couldn't deliver that review for you. Maybe if they reopen in the future, I can do that for you, my man. Other than that, that's all I got to say about tonight. Check out Sunday. On the YouTube, you'll see a Snack Briefs video from me and the gang. Then back on the road for Tuesday on OTR. In the meantime, join the SAS by clicking on the link down below. We have a great time on our Facebook group, almost 200 members strong. Some of the coolest people in town, some of the cutest girls in the world. Although most of them are taken, but that doesn't mean you can't be friends. And also, outside of that, we just have a hell of a good time. Follow me on Twitter at BrandonRakeSAS. Hashtag Snack Society in the meantime, in between time. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.